Welcome to the Daily Market Recap. Today is Monday, August 24th, 2026. Wall Street threw us a curveball today as tech stocks dragged the major indices lower, while energy and defensive sectors tried their best to hold the line. The S&P 500 dipped 0.3% and the Nasdaq Composite fell nearly 0.8% as nervous investors hit the pause button ahead of huge macro events. Everyone is holding their breath waiting for mega-cap tech earnings and key economic updates, leading to a classic pre-catalyst chop session. Looking at the sector chart, tech and semiconductor stocks took the heaviest punches today, dragged down by hardware supplier weakness and broad pre-earnings profit-taking. On the flip side, energy and consumer staples managed to scratch out modest gains, buffered by fluctuating crude oil prices and defensive rotating capital. It was a classic risk-off shuffle where money didn't leave the market entirely, it just hid in quieter corners. Our trusty CNN Fear and Greed Index is sitting right at a neutral to greedy 55 today. That means despite the tech pullback, retail traders and institutional desks aren't hitting the panic button just yet. Markets are calm, collected, and sitting right in the middle of the sentiment spectrum, waiting for the next spark to decide if we rally to new highs or take a deeper dip. The biggest shadow hanging over Wall Street right now is NVIDIA's upcoming quarterly earnings release. The semiconductor powerhouse slid today, marking its 7th consecutive losing session, its longest pullback since late 2022. Traders are fiercely debating whether hyperscaler AI capital expenditure can keep justifying these sky-high valuations, making this single earnings report the ultimate make-or-break test for the entire tech sector. Geopolitics took center stage after new U.S. policy announcements targeted crude shipping routes and threatened strict economic isolation against foreign energy exports. Brent crude swung wildly between sharp losses and sudden spikes before settling lower near $91 a barrel. Energy traders are scrambling to price and potential supply chain disruptions against cooling global industrial demand. Keeping broader stock markets on high alert, bond bulls got a surprise boost after the U.S. Treasury Department unveiled plans to expand its government bond buyback program. The move provided immediate relief to the fixed income market, sending the benchmark 10-year Treasury yield down to 4.70%. While analysts debate whether this Band-Aid fixes long-term fiscal debt worries, lower yields gave high-growth equities much-needed room to breathe. Etsy crafted a gorgeous green day, leaping higher as bargain hunters swarmed the e-commerce platform. A positive analyst upgrade highlighting improving buyer retention and expanding take rates sent shorts scrambling for the exits. Bulls slammed the buy button, making ETSW one of the brightest spots on the entire market map today. Bitmine Immersion Technologies went absolutely parabolic today, charging ahead on massive trading volume. Investors piled in following exciting updates regarding their next-generation liquid immersion, mining efficiency, and operational expansion. Speculative crypto infrastructure plays are back in favor, and BMNR led the charge with explosive momentum. Snapchat parent Snap Inc. snapped right back into action today, clocking solid gains as digital ad spending metrics showed surprising resilience. Strong user engagement figures across its AI filter features gave Wall Street renewed confidence that monetization is trending in the right direction. It was a picture-perfect session for Snap bulls. Applied Optoelectronics got hit with a heavy wave of selling pressure today, dumping hard as optical component suppliers felt the squeeze from tech sector cautiousness. Profit-taking combined with fears of inventory, digestion hit the stock fast, leaving AOI trapped in a steep intraday downward trend. Intuitive Machines experienced a rough re-entry today, sliding lower as space and defense stocks took a back seat. Lunar stock faced heavy overhead resistance after recent lunar mission updates triggered a classic buy the rumor, sell the news profit-taking event. Bulls simply couldn't keep orbital momentum going today. Autonomous vehicle developer Aurora Innovation hit a speed bump today, dropping sharply as risk-off sentiment pounded high beta growth stocks. Without a fresh catalyst to steer the narrative, sellers dominated the order book, sending AUR stocks straight down into support territory. Taking a look at the charts, the SPI ETF closed near $764 after testing intraday support. Technical buyers stepped in around the key $760 level to prevent a deeper correction, while immediate overhead resistance sits firmly at the $768 double top high. Watch that $760 floor closely. If it cracks, we could see a quick sweep toward the 50-day moving average. The tech-heavy QQQ took a visible bruise today, finishing right around $706. The $700 major psychological level remains our crucial primary support line that bulls must defend at all costs. To regain bullish control, QQQ needs a strong pushback above $715 resistance, but with tech giants on edge, volatility is expected to stay elevated. Small caps couldn't escape the pressure either, with the IWM Russell 2000 ETF pulling back toward $298. The $295 zone serves as rock-solid horizontal support, while bulls face heavy overhead resistance at the 302 Bellevue breakout level. Small cap traders are watching interest rate expectations like a hawk before making their next big move. Over in the crypto market, Bitcoin showed impressive resilience, consolidating tightly around the $78,500 zone. Bulls are actively defending the primary support level at $77,000, while momentum traders are eyeing a decisive breakout above $80,000 resistance. BTC is coiling like a spring, hinting at a big directional move real soon. Ethereum mirrored Bitcoin's steady posture, holding key ground around $3,180. ETH bulls are defending $3,100 as strong structural support, while the major target to beat remains $3,300 resistance. On-chain activity and staking inflow stay healthy, giving Ether a solid foundation despite equity market choppiness. The broader altcoin market saw mixed selective trading today as total crypto market cap held firm. Select utility tokens and AI-adjacent crypto projects posted breakout gains, while meme coins took a breather. Capital continues to rotate rapidly between sectors, favoring projects with real adoption and active ecosystem developments. Heading into tomorrow, market sentiment remains cautiously optimistic but highly event-driven. With the Fear and Greed Index balanced at 55, traders are positioning defensively without panicking. The overall trend remains intact, but expect quick swings as headlines hit the wire. Keep your eyes glued to the calendar tomorrow for crucial economic data prints, crude inventory reports, and midweek corporate earnings announcements that could spark major market moves. If you enjoyed this daily recap, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. See you tomorrow, and happy trading.